football team, baseball and basketball for the last 4 years. He's a part of NHS, the Green Club, and DECA. His future plans are to go to college for engineering, and his favorite memory is playing in the playoffs the past 2 years. Matt Bartolomucci. Next is Josh Barton, accompanied by Scott Barton. Josh has participated in wrestling and football 4 years of high school. His plan for the future is to become a WWE wrestler after attending college to study intergalactic beings. His favorite memory is Red Raider D. Josh Barton. Next up is Cole Bieski, accompanied by Steve Bieski and Anna Gaff Bieski. Cole has participated in football for the last 4 years. His plans for the future is to be a baller. His memory is last year's playoff game. Cole Bieski. Next up is Connor Cracchiolo, accompanied by Kelly Cracchiolo and Scott Evans. Connor has participated in football, basketball, and baseball the last 4 years. He's also a part of NHS. His plans for the future are to go play football in college. His favorite memory is Danny McKiernan judo flipping him at practice. Connor Cracchiolo. Next up is Luke Davis, accompanied by Terry and Christine Davis. Luke has participated in football and wrestling for the last 4 years. His plans for the future are to attend college for biomedical engineering and wrestle in a Division I school. His favorite memory is Red Raider D. Luke Davis. Next up is Griffin Delore, accompanied by Ed and Carrie Delore. Griffin has participated in baseball, basketball, and football. His plans for the future are to play baseball in college. His favorite memory is finally becoming a Blue Devil. Griffin Delore. Next up is Rob Halligan, accompanied by Debbie Halligan. Rob has participated in track, wrestling, and football at Richmond High School. He's also participated in NHS and the Green Club. His plans for the future are to go to college for engineering. His favorite memory is Coach Jarmega's ability to read Justin Schweiger like a book. Rob Halligan. Next up is Noah Montanari. He is accompanied by Jennifer Montanari. Noah has participated in football, wrestling, and track all 4 years of high school. His plans for the future are to go to college to be a pharmacist. His favorite memory is competing with his friends in sports and growing as a team since his freshman year. Noah Montanari. Next up is Brandon Shorman, accompanied by Jeannie and Brian Shorman. I'm going to start with Brandon because there's 2 of them here. Brandon has participated in baseball for 12 years, football for 6 years, and basketball for 6 years. His plans for the future are to play college football and retire somewhere warm. He wants to be a trout fishing guide in the mountains in Colorado. His favorite memory is playing on Friday nights under the lights with all of his friends. And now his brother, Zach Shorman. Zach has participated for 4 years as a football and basketball player. He's been a part of the Green Club. He plans on being an electrician in the future. His favorite memory is Coach Charmega's speeches and beating Ovid LC to make the playoffs last year. Brandon and Zach Shorman. Next up is Justin Schweiger, accompanied by Daryl and Leanne Schweiger. Justin has participated in baseball, basketball, and football at Richmond High School. He's also been a part of the NHS. His plans for the future are electrical engineering and attending Grand Valley State University. His favorite memory is beating Ovid LC to make the playoffs. Justin Schweiger. Next up is Colton Stricker. He is accompanied by Brian and Michelle Stricker. Colton has participated for football and baseball for the last 4 years. He also participated as a part of the basketball team for 2 years. He's a part of the NHS and the Green Club. His plans for the future are going to college for engineering. His favorite memory is playing in the playoffs in football. Colton Stricker. And last but not least, Adam Brashave. He's accompanied by Joni Bellhorn and Mike Bellhorn. Adam is also a participant of our varsity soccer team. He participated in soccer for 12 years, and this is his first year as a football player. His plans for the future are to become an electrician. His favorite memory is getting his first interception as a part of the football team. Adam Brashave. One last round of applause for our varsity football team seniors and their parents. And now for our 2019 varsity cheer team. Starting from the north side of the track, our first student athlete is Julia Akerley. She's escorted by Patrick and Shelley Akerley. She has participated in sideline cheer and competitive cheer for the last 4 years. She was also a part of NHS. For her future plans, she would like to attend Grand Valley State University to major in education. And her favorite memory is when someone in the student section threw a plastic football at Maddie's head. Julia Akerley. Next up is Madison Daniel, accompanied by Todd and Anna Daniel. She has participated in cheer for the last 4 years. Other activities she participates in is she is a leader of the Birdwatch Club and a CEO of the Putt-Putting Club. Her plans for the future include moving to Nebraska to study the science of clowns and to pursue her dream of joining the circus. Her favorite memory is falling at her freshman year at the state tournament. Madison Daniel. Next up is Tyler Luna, accompanied by Lisa Luna Britt and Aaron Britt. Tyler has been participating as a cheerleader since 6th grade. She is also a part of the National Honor Society, SAD, and the Girl Art Academy. Her future includes attending Stamp School of Art and Design in the University of Michigan. Her favorite memory is winning states and standing on boxes Friday night with Olivia Polker and Madison McEwen. Kyler Luna. Next up is Jillian Maximute, accompanied by Liz Maximute, Jim Maximute, and her brother Gavin Maximute. She has participated in cheer for 7 years and soccer for 12 years. She is also a part of SAD and NHS. Her plans for the future include Michigan State to study nursing. Her favorite memory is winning Peer States last year. Jillian Maximute. Next up is Anna Marshall, escorted by Victoria and Kirk Marshall. Anna has been a part of the cheer program, sideline and competitive for 4 years, and also a part of the softball program for 3 years. She's also a part of SAD. Her future plans include the Minnesota University for Business, and her favorite memory is having her niece cheer with her. Anna Marshall. Next up is Madison McEwen, accompanied by Holly and Mike McEwen. She'll sign autographs later. She's been a part of the cheer program for 4 years and 1 year of varsity soccer. She is also a part of the Green Club, Interact, SAD. She is the senior class executive board member, Science Olympiad, student advisory president, and the Red Cross Blood Drive sponsor. Her future plans include becoming a chiropractor and making enough money to buy a Range Rover for herself and a sailboat for her parents. Her favorite memory was every time she cried her sophomore year, the team would play Nobody's Perfect by Hannah Montana. Madison McEwen. Next up is Emily Mikulasic, accompanied by Diane and Dan Mikulasic. Emily has been cheering for 7 years. She was also a part of SAD and NHS. Her future plans include going to Saginaw to become a dental hygienist. Her favorite memory is winning the 2019 state finals. Emily Mikulasic. Next up is Olivia Polker, accompanied by Wendy Machowski and Jeff Polker. Olivia has been a part of the sideline and competitive cheer team for 3 years. She was also a part of NHS in the Green Club. Her plans for the future are to attend college for nursing, and her favorite memory is standing on the D box every game with Maddie and Kyler. Olivia Polker. Next up is Noelle Riggs, accompanied by Heidi and Corey Riggs. Noelle's been a part of the cheer program for the last 4 years. She is also a part of SAD, NHS, and the student government. Her plans for the future are to go to Michigan State for business, and her favorite memory is winning states. Noelle Riggs. Next up is Jordan Valentine, accompanied by Allison and Mike Shoddy. First off, Jordan would like to wish her mother a happy birthday today because it is her birthday. She's been a part of the cheer team for 4 years and the track team for 4 years. She's also been a part of SAD, DECA, Science Olympiad, and NHS. Her plan for the future is to go to Western Michigan University for physical therapy. Favorite memory is when Ella Allen ran across the field and slipped on the wet grass on her rear end. Jordan Valentine. One more round of applause for our 2019 senior team and their parents. Next up is our 2019 senior band members and parents. We're going to begin with Aaron Collins, accompanied by Lori Collins and Grant Collins. Aaron plays the flute in the band, and her future plans include attending DePaul University for political science and psychology. Aaron Collins. Next is Sophie Collins, accompanied by Lisa and Dean Collins. Sophia is a part of the percussion group in the band. Her future plans are to attend Wayne State University for a degree in music. Sophia Collins. Next up is Morgan DeKaiser, accompanied by Morgan is a part of the Color Guard, and her future plans include attending Specs Howard Media Arts for graphic design and photography. Morgan DeKaiser. Next up is Bryce Germain, accompanied by Stephanie and Damian Germain. Bryce is the drum major of the band, and his future plans are to attend Central Michigan University to study biochemistry. Bryce Germain. Next up is Callie Grabowski, accompanied by Lori and John Steele. Callie is a part of the trumpet group in the band, and she is undecided in her future plans. Callie Grabowski. Next up is Alexis Henry, accompanied by Jen and Vincent Warren and Mark and Lisa Henry. Alexis plays the trombone as a part of the band, and her future includes attending Stamps U of M for art and design. Alexis Henry. Next up is Allison Ingman, accompanied by Jennifer and Steve Ingman. Allison plays clarinet in the band, and her future includes wanting to attend University of Michigan for molecular biology. Allison Ingman. Next up is Olivia Cole, accompanied by Dale Sorini and Richard Cole. Olivia plays saxophone in the band, and her future after high school includes spending 1 year at Macomb to finish her early college program with her associate's degree, then transferring to a larger college for her degree in engineering. Olivia Cole. Next up, Nathan Ryan, accompanied by Renee and Jeffrey Ryan. Nathan plays piccolo as a part of the band, and his future includes wanting to attend Yale University for political science. Nathan Ryan. Next up is Aaron Schmidt, accompanied by Roberta and Rodney Schmidt. Aaron is a part of the percussion group in the band, and his future includes continuing to find happiness as he catawamples his way through life. Aaron Schmidt. One more round of applause for our 2019 senior band members and parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats. Join in with the Richmond High School Marching Band, joined by the Richmond Middle School 8th grade band members in the performance of our national anthem under the direction of Senior Drum Major Bryce Germain. Thank you. Now for your starting lineups for tonight's game. Starting on defense.
Hello again, everybody. Keith Bartels joined with Scott Simmons. Tonight on camera, Tristan Dooley and Tyler Blish. Jason Robbins, our producer. These two teams, the Raiders and the Blue Devils, are coming together for the 34th time since 1967 here at Ben Bolt Stadium. When these two teams meet, you can expect a slugfest. These two teams have owned the BWAC the past decade. If you want to win the Blue Water Area Conference, you better beat the Raiders or the Blue Devils. Richmond TV presents a Blue Water Area Conference Classic matchup between your Blue Devils and the Raiders of Almont. Both teams coming in at 6-0. Richmond leads the all-time series 21-12, or 21 wins and 13 losses if you count that heartbreaking loss 3 years ago. First game was in 1967, and Richmond High School won that game. It is the 7th game of the season. There should be a great crowd tonight. We were worried about the weather, but with the championship on the line, we might have the faithful of both sides showing up even with the weather forecast. Again, Keith Bartels joined by Scott Simmons.
Thank you, Coach.
Welcome, Coach. Yeah, I got to get in a fight in the cold here.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Almont won the flip. They chose to defer. They're going to defend the south end. Richmond's going to receive.
Looks like we have Snyder back.
Jake Ball is back there as well.
Jake Ball, welcome him back from his 1-game absence. Games left for your Blue Devils are 2 road games at Emily City next week, and then they'll finish with Ortonville Brandon. Keys to tonight's game is Richmond needs speed and space, need a dry field, get that running game going to complement the running game. In Almont, they want long smash mouth drives. The key there tonight, though, is their guard play. You read their guards. The guard takes you where the play is going with their running backs. If we're caught in the backfield looking at their running backs, it's going to be a long night with a lot of big plays. Ugly weather is usually an equalizer, but with talent-wise, but I think ugly weather favors Almont because they're more of a smash-mouth team. We're more of a finesse team.
Correct.
So here we go.
It's an exciting night.
And if you hear some background noise, it's the Thumb Tailgater radio's in the booth with us tonight. Ball brings it up the right side.
Good return.
Side,
good return.
Out about the 36-yard line, 37. We'll call it the 38.
You know, one of the keys here, it's emotions. We can't afford to get too hyped up. Maybe take an unnecessary penalty. You know, last week at the end of the game, people were talking a little bit on the field.
Right.
You know, keep the emotions in check. No late hits. Just come out and do your job.
Exactly. And Richmond's banged up. Some key players been banged up the last couple games, and beating Almont is tough full strength, let alone banged up. So that's one of those situations where you're right. We can't be too amped. We can't turn the ball over. Can't make mistakes.
Right.
Can't be second or third and long. Shorman, Snyder near side gives it to him. See if he can get outside.
He's got the edge. 9 yards. Great job.
Great first play. Good to see the offensive line hold their own there and get a little bit of push as well. Bring up 2nd and 1. Nice run by Snow. It goes in the book, I think, as a pass.
Essentially, it's a long handoff.
Yes.
And that's Cracchiolo over there on that left side who sealed that edge along with the help of the tight end. I forget who the receiver and tight end on that side were, but yeah. Sealed the edge, 9 yards.
So we have Brandon Shorman with Montanari back with him. We have Trips near side, flanker left, inside. He keeps it. Shorman, he's got the corner.
Cuts upfield. He's got. Oh, he got a great block.
He's still going. Tackled down at about the 12-yard line. Nice play, and like you said, nice job there by. Was that Madaus?
No, it was
a receiver.
It was Bartolomucci, I believe, that got in the way.
Turned around,
yeah. Picked out about 2 Raiders.
And see, that's a great play, heads-up play by him. How many times do you see them just keep running, somebody comes from behind? It's like all you got to do is turn around, pick one off.
Yep.
And he did that, which allowed the Blue Devils to have another 10, 11 yards.
Exactly.
Nice play there, and Almont faked out.
Oh, man.
With that.
The end crashed down.
No containment.
Quarterback
outside.
read it beautifully, kept the ball. Big gain. Exactly what Richmond wants. Fast start, get out on top. Now you got to make it pay.
Shotgun Shorman.
There you go.
Snyder again.
It's a race to the edge. No.
Nice job.
Broke a tackle, yeah.
Broke a tackle. These Raider numbers are hard to read as well. Blue Devil numbers are the hardest, but it looked like Snyder made a nice stiff arm. He outran the one and then stiff armed the second, missed tackle.
It might be a night of the kids might just have to live with the fact they don't get the credit they deserve because the jerseys get scrunched up and the numbers run together. And
So we have 2nd and 4, ball on the 7. Same formation. Shorman, Montanari to his right, trips to his right.
Right side.
Inside handoff, Montanari. That's
Straight
sniffed
ahead.
out. No gain on the play. And that's a play to set up this next play. Shorman there again probably had the edge. Very impressive opening drive for the Blue Devils. But you get down here in the red zone inside that 20 and then definitely 1st and 10 from the 11. You want to punch it in here.
Yeah. You want to come away with points no matter what, but touchdown looks a heck of a lot better at this point than a field goal.
I was at the pregame yesterday out on the field here, and I was watching Coach, and they were doing a nice job working their 2-minute drill, but they were also working a lot of special teams. So we'll see if they do indeed kick a field goal here. They're going to have to hustle.
They got to hustle. They're behind on the. They're down to 10 right now, and they're not even at the line yet. They're at 5, 4, 3. There it goes.
Post corner.
He caught it. He caught it. What a spot.
Well,
Gave him the spot.
I think he's going to be right at the marker.
He's right at the stick.
He's going to place it. It is a first
down. First and goal from the 2. Boy, not a lot of room over there.
Nice play. That referee's getting this clock a winding too. He's not waiting.
No. I get if you're Richmond, that's okay right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to get this clock down and keep their offense off the field. They're a grinded, smash mouth football team, but like we said, if you don't read their guards and you're looking back for backfield, they can go 80 easily.
Yeah. We'll watch this play here and we'll get to a point, hopefully after we score here.
So we have not quite. We have twins this side. Now we're back into that trips. Montanari to Shorman's right. Shorman keeps it.
He's in.
Let's see, we're waiting.
Yes, he is. Whitecap,
Touchdown.
that's 6 for Richmond.
Give him 6. Nice play, nice opening drive. Nice there by Shorman to smell that end zone and get in there because he was hit about the 2.5 yard line and he wasn't denied.
And if he had given the ball to Montanari, Montanari would have got in too. Montanari got in virtually untouched, so it's nice to have both options available going forward.
Yes, it is, because if they adjust to one, you can do the other.
Yeah. Great start for Richmond.
Zach Shorman to hold. Down, it is up, and it is good.
Great start. Great start.
Couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Blue Devils.
Used up a little over 4 minutes.
Josh Barton, extra point is good. Blue Devils 7, Almont 0.
I think on paper, Keith, Richmond probably is an underdog in this game.
Yes, they are.
Right. They have one common opponent, which is North Branch. Richmond beat North Branch last week 14-7. I believe 3 weeks earlier, or maybe 2, Almont beat North Branch 60-21.
Yeah, in that North Branch game, you and I did that last week, and that was one of the best games to call.
Yes.
But also one of the best games to watch in high school football. You couldn't ask for a better nail biter with the 7-0. 0-0 at halftime, 7-0 after 1. They tied it. Blue Devils scoring on a 3rd down post corner. Shorman to Shorman with 14 seconds left to take that lead. And winning that game makes you believers and gives you more to play for tonight. So you're amped up.
It's like they say, it's why you play the game, right? On paper, you could say, yes, Almont looks like the better team, probably maybe a little more physical from what you hear, all the reports, but until you get on the field and actually play the game, you don't know.
Yeah, when you look at the matchups, the heads-to-heads, the Almont beating teams badly that the Blue Devils beat, but not as bad. Barton's kick fielded at about the 15, makes one man miss, a little shake and bake. He's tackled at about the 29-yard line.
That's Brendan Brunillo down there again. God, he's a good special teams player. He seems to always being on the tackle on special teams.
I think that's he knows how to play the lanes and take the angles, and that's probably a hockey thing.
Almont with the ball at the 30-yard line, at their own 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
So Almont will take the ball at, we'll call it the 30, just shy of the 30, 1st and 10, trying to answer. They're a traditional wing T, whether they're in a T, but they're in the wing T right now. Inside handoff, 21. and they run those fakes, and you know you have to make sure they don't have the ball. And back in the 90s, nobody did it better than Coach Watkins, who took Imlay City to the Dome, and then Watkins' coaching tree and Scarcelli and them took it to Marine City. And we used to call hide the hoagie, you know, all 3-4 backs running their plays, and they run them through and carry out their fakes 10 yards downfield.
So look at this defensive alignment. Bartolomucci, who's normally our safety, is now an outside linebacker on the near side closest to us. Here they come, middle again.
Schweiger staying home.
He's home. Third and 4 here. Nice job.
Connor Gracchiola and Schweiger doing a nice job, and Bartolomucci, like you said, on that outside linebacker look.
We usually have him deep. Now they look like they moved Schneider back to a safety position.
Yeah, it's almost 9 in the box.
It really is.
And that's tough when you're a corner. You got to really watch your keys and watch those tight ends release. Because right now you're double tight, you know, T formation.
Yep.
Watch your tight end.
They're going wide. Got him. Mooch, great job.
Excellent job. And then allowing McKernan and Schweiger and Dracchiola, all of them, to come in to finish up after Bartolomucci holds the edge and forces them inside. Snyder will go back.
You want to make sure they kick the ball here, right? No special teams where, you know,
watch
big plays. Watch the ball. Don't jump. Make sure they get that ball away, because we absolutely want to have the ball. Cannot let them keep this drive going.
So it looks like 54 to kick. Hunsaker. Flankers right and left. Snyder back. Ooh, that was almost offsides.
It's going to go out of bounds. Wonderful at the 40-something.
Yeah, Blue Devils are going to take over on their own 41-yard line. Was that Schweiger? Yeah, it was Schweiger. He almost was offsides.
So it's going to be Richmond's ball, 1st and 10.
But they must have timed it perfectly. We didn't. I didn't quite have the angle.
The ball spotted at their own 41.
Well, nothing would be better here than to march right down and punch it in.
Yeah, I would think Coach maybe a score is a score, right?
Yeah.
Ideally, take a couple more minutes off the clock before you do that. But I'm sure Coach is going to stay true to who he is and who the offense is, right?
Yep. The interesting thing, though, too, is that heartbreaker 3 years ago, up 21-0 in the first, and
right.
Almont coming back. So he's got.
And that was a playoff loss.
Yes, he's got 2 backs, one to his right, to his left, Snyder to his right, inside handoff. No, he kept
Quarterback
it.
kept it again.
Kept it. He's going to gain 11 yards. Nice play. That was a good fake. I thought Montanari had him. Montanari doing a great job carrying out his fakes.
This is almost a little Almont getting a taste of their own medicine here. You know, like what'd you say, hide the hoagie, right?
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where that ball's at.
Nice play, nice call. Well, and then, you know, Montanari's got the speed too, so if they stop tackling him, because everybody has an assignment, you know, he could bust one up that middle going 80.
Oh, for sure.
So we got Delore near side with Snyder, and
Shorman's at the top of the screen.
Shorman to the left. I think we have an equipment issue here. Snyder's got one of his ear pad popped out. Delore going over to see if he can help. So then you have Montanari to Shorman's left. Shotgun. Pulls it again. Nice pull.
There he goes again. That a boy.
Gain of about 7. Be 2nd and 3, showing a little bit of speed and a little bit of desire tonight, Shorman. He had that play a little bit last week, but he didn't run that near as hard.
Obviously, Richmond coaches saw something in the tape that they thought they could exploit, because they have been quarterback read, and it looks like, I bet you they're probably calling the keep. It's not even a read at this point. Run the fake, keep the ball.
Yeah, they Coker, he is just a master at exploiting another team and picking apart tape and just his mind. Montanari to the right, Snyder to the left.
Snyder in the backfield here.
He gives it to him. Nice cut.
Yep, first down.
Snyder, first down.
Yeah.
Nice play, and that play keeps him honest too, because now Snyder can break that, and you got Montanari in there, and then you got Shorman who could go off the left side. Nice design.
He really is working the clock, that white hat, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's trying to get this before the rain gets here.
Chains were not even close to being set, and he said, wind it, we're going.
When I was young in my coaching career, I went to watch Chelsea and Gene Lefebvre, who brought the veer into Memphis. Went back in the 80s and early 90s when Memphis was a powerhouse running that veer option. He took it to Chelsea, and I'll finish that in a second.
Snyder in the backfield again.
And gives it to Montanari, pounds it up the middle. That's a keep the defense honest play, but he gained 3, so it's 2nd and 7. But Vermeesh was a veer option team, and he started in November when the season was over, working that mesh point with the read option where you have to pull it out. You know, you put it in that belly and you ride it, and, you know, the chemistry of, is he giving it to me or is he going to pull it out? And then you get down that line vertically and you have your pitch ratio with your halfback. And you're right, though. He would, from the sidelines, we went and watched him play, and he allowed us to, and he's like, pitch it.
Right.
Or give it.
Keep
it. In certain situations, you make that call. Oh, he's wide open.
Yep. Yes.
Schneider catches it.
13-yard line.
Down at the 13-yard line. Nice pitch and catch. The white hat here is talking to a couple linemen. He's Schweiger and Montanari.
Yep.
And look at it. He's winding that clock, and they aren't even close. Oh.
He must have a better weather app than we have, because our weather app says the rain's probably going to hold off to the end of the game.
Yeah, and it's dissipating.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got a timeout.
Timeout, Almont.
These Blue Devil kids are fired up. They punch it in here. You know, you get those. After that last play, Almont, you saw them pointing the finger a little bit. They haven't been challenged this year. That nice job by Snyder to come back for that ball, and that's it too. When you're a receiver, you got to have a nose for the. You want your cornerbacks and your safeties to have a nose for the ball. Well, as wide receivers, you have to have a nose for that ball. You want to go after that ball. You want to high point that ball.
Yeah.
The older you get, not here, but the older you get, most of your corners would be receivers if they had better hands.
Exactly right.
But here, you know, you want your receivers getting after that ball, and a good wide receiver makes the quarterback look great. I mean, those receivers that Tom Brady has had around him, just the precise route runners, not the best athletes in the world, but hands and that they have, the hands that they have and the focus and the route running, the precision is what allows Tom Brady, and he's the greatest ever, don't get me wrong, but allows that to keep going. And nice play there by Schneider. So we'll see what
ball spotted at the Almont 14-yard line.
Coker has dialed up. He's got twins near side. He's got offset trips or twins left side, motion near side. That's Bartolomucci. 3-step back. He's got a man.
Oh,
Schneider
hit him in a bad spot.
Right in the numbers.
Yep.
You got to love that, though. You know, he was wide open, perfect play. Catch it, you're up 13-0, pending the extra point. But Coker's really making that defensive coordinator earn his money tonight.
Yeah. He's using everybody. He is spreading he's making them defend the whole field. As soon as Shorman kept the ball and got wide, stretched the defense out horizontally, and now he's stretching them vertically.
So here we go. He's got the same formation with the back to his right, back to his left. He pulls that little option. Schneider.
Oh, that's a loss. No, that's a gain.
Gain of about 4, maybe 5. We'll call it 4, being up third and 6. See Zach Shorman up there talking with the official about, blocking. He was talking to him, maybe coaching him, telling him, you're close to a hold there or close to a block in the back. It's a short 4-yard short 5-yard gain. Probably 3rd and 6. We'll call it 7 from the 11. Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see the old pull it here and go left. Use that whole field, use your speed.
He's got one-on-one at the top of the screen to his brother Shorman. Wouldn't be surprised. You might get a little drop off from the linebacker over there, but
snap to Shorman. Here's the fake. He looks.
Slant's open. Yeah,
nice play there by 53. 53 was a nice job. He read it. We don't have a 53 in the book.
Kicking the field goal.
It looked like 53. That slant was there, but that 53 or 55 they're saying is Hausman. I can't tell again what we said about those numbers, but he dropped into coverage nicely. Got his hand in the lane. So this is going to be about a 25-yarder. We'll call it 26 where they spot it. Shorman. No, now we're going to call it
27-28.
27-28. Yeah. He was making them yesterday during pregame. Kicks down, up, and that's good. Got it in just inside that left upright.
Points are points.
The points are points. You'll take it. Blue Devils 10, Almont nothing with 1 and 12. Yeah, you come down here there after you stuffed them defensively after that. Bartolomucci, great play and nice interior play by the Blue Devils. And you drive all the way down there and don't score. You know, then a lot of football to be played, don't get me wrong, but that really helps your momentum keep going, and it gives Almont that little bit of doubt, like, they're ready to play.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the first drive Almont had, Richmond stops from 3 and out. Almont punts. I'd really like to know how many times Almont has punted the ball this season. They have dominated their opponents throughout the season.
If you're putting up 60 on North Branch, I'm guessing you didn't punt.
You didn't punt at all. And it's not just North Branch that they're throwing up, video game type numbers on. They're scoring a bunch. So, you kind of want to punch them in the mouth and say, hey, we're not going anywhere. And when we get down there, we're going to take our points.
Exactly. Almont too deep. With those shadows, it's hard to tell. Barton for safety kick. He's more of the big leg. And he's such totally different approaches from kicking field goals and kickoffs. High end over end kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 8. It's going to near sidelines. Nice block there. He's got a lane. Ends up taking it to about the 36, 37-yard line. Nice return. That's one of those where you kick your coverage and you get to them to spread out a little bit. But, not a bad defensive, holding them to, you kick it out of bounds, they get it at the 40, so you're, if you angle kick it in the corner and it goes out of bounds, no loss here, except for kick it out of bounds, they can't go all the way.
And he's kicking into the wind from that end, so you hope you score a couple times in the second quarter, then you're kicking with the wind.
5 takes it off, tackle to the near side.
Well.
Yep. If he didn't run that into the short side of the field, that might have been a bigger gain.
Yep.
Somebody's down over here for the Blue Devils.
Looks like number 5, Poppert, was the running back there.
79. He's up. He's limping a little bit here. Probably have to get him out here and
gain on the play of about 7 yards.
Probably rub it out, and hopefully it's just like a cleat in the shin or something that you can work through. Moving on his own is always a good sign. That's a big loss if he can't come back.
Right.
Injury bug this year. Just the fact that they're 6-0 is amazing.
Yeah, they've been getting beat up pretty good.
The word around the Blue Water Area Conference was Richmond was supposed to be down this year.
Yeah.
Look at the sideline right here.
Handoff number 5 out.
They were used inside.
Yep. See, that's those fakes that hide that ball. Number 2. Jersey.
Caleb Wiegand.
Or Wiegand, number 3.
I think Wiegand's number 2. Or number 2. Is Michael L.
Lugia. At least that's what Thumb Tailgater said next to us. So here, 5 again on that outside. We're going to have to contain that outside. He
still
stays
going.
in bounds, still going. He's taken down at about the 26-25 of the Blue Devils.
Inside the 30. Looked like to about the 27.
Number 5, Poppert.
Greenwald leading the way. But it'll be first and 10. Almont with a ball spotted at the Richmond 26-yard line.
Impressive drive, impressive answer so far here with 23 to go and a quick first quarter. Blue Devils 10, Almont 0, knocking on the door. Wide receiver coming this side, split out a lot more. Inside handoff.
Hand up goes there at the middle.
Yeah.
That's number 5. Brought down by the interior defensive line.
Trying to see what number that was. I didn't think that was 5 that had that ball. It was number,
And Rewalt right in the middle
I
of that.
can't see. He didn't
can't
turn
see.
around.
Jerseys are tough to read from this far away. End of the first.
That's the end of the first
Into the first quarter. When we come back, it'll be 2nd and 6 from about the 22-yard line. Impressive first quarter for the Blue Devils. If it stays dry, Blue Devils can definitely stay in a horse race. In a very quick first quarter, time of possession, definitely Blue Devil favor. Keith Bartels, Scott Simmons bringing you Richmond Varsity Football. Tristan Dooley and Tyler Blish on camera tonight. Jason Robbins, our producer, does a great job. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 YouTube or Comcast Channel 6. Should be aired sometime on Tuesday. Tuesday nights, I believe at 6 o'clock. It might be 5. But check it out, Comcast Channel 6 or Richmond TV 12 YouTube for all of Richmond local events. Well, the Blue Area Conference Championship is outright, is on the line tonight. I don't see, you got to play the games, but I don't see either team losing next week.
No.
You never know.
Right.
But we said at the beginning of the year when we were here, it seems like yesterday, but just 6 weeks ago, opener against Marysville, saying, Almont probably the team to beat, but North Branch and, Blue Devils, we were looking forward to this game back then.
Yeah. Well, the kids have answered the bell. They've shown up.
So unbalanced left, gives it to 21, follows his blockers nicely.
First down.
Too easy, gain of about 10 on the play.
On the left side there, down inside the 15, maybe 13.
Too easy. It looked like they might have had him penned in a little bit there, but some nifty running there. Being patient behind his blockers.
He did. He had 2 guys who were leading the way, and he stayed on their hip a little bit longer than most running backs would. And lane opened up. Nice game.
Here we go, back to that double tight end T formation, old school football here. This is 70s.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground.
Ooh.
Almont recovered it good.
Yeah, this is.
Hallebuck gets it back, falls on it, loss of 1.
I remember seeing highlights of 60s and 70s football teams that run the same offense, but the quarterback would pitch it and then turn around and block too.
Yeah.
He quarterback would go out there and lead the way right after he pitched the ball.
Yes, he would. When we played, this was even late 80s when I played, Alpena would do that. They would do the toss sweep, and he would roll and lead block with the 2 pulling guards. Hellebuck drops back. He runs into his old man.
Chapman's there and touchdown.
Chapman, that was too easy. He had all kinds of time. Looked like there was some confusion there in the secondary.
I thought Almont false started there, to be honest, but they didn't call it.
Give him 6 on that. A extremely important extra point here. Hellebuck, quarterback to hold. You got to give it to their coach here, though, too, down here and throwing the ball.
Yeah.
Extra point try here. Hallebuck to hold. Block down, kick is up, and
Looks like I got it.
not a huge kick, but right down the middle. Went through. That's worth 1.
Just enough.
Blue Devils 10, Raiders 7, beginning of the second quarter. Very entertaining first half so far. Neither team making mistakes, really. It's just been some good football, maybe a couple blown assignments here or there. But this was going to be a good one, watching Coker and the other coach play chess all night. And you notice that this offense that Almont runs is very similar to North Branch.
It is.
And that Furman, who's coaching North Branch's team, replaced the legendary Gary Carson here in Almont. And he was co-head coaches. So he left Almont. Now he's at North Branch, so he's taken that same style of football up to North Branch, and last week was very impressed. 54 to kick. Hunsacker. Low kick, great bounce.
Jake Ball again.
Jake Ball,
32.
not bad, 32, 33-yard line. That second bounce, or that third bounce that bounced over that up man was a good bounce for Almont, because he gets that. He probably returns that to about the 40, 45-yard line.
Looks like Cracchiolo's going to give it a go. He had it back out there on offense. And that's good to see.
Yes, it is, because he's not only a physical leader out there, but he's a mental captain type.
The guys look to him for toughness,
Yes,
right?
do.
You know, they see him being tough, and he is one tough kid. It's good to see.
And he's extremely, he's smiling all the time, happy-go-lucky, great kid. Shorman.
Montanari, here he comes. Look
Gets
at
it to
this.
Montanari. He's got runner. He's
got room.
Take
those 4 yards.
Yep. Takes it out to about the 35-yard line. Gain of 4.
Long 6, short 7.
Yeah, the near side guy had it at the 35. The far side guy had it at the 34. Those two officials are trained to walk towards each other and look.
They compromised.
It was funny because the far side official took one large step over and said, okay, I guess it is the 35.
That's right.
10-7, Richmond lead.
So here we go. Twins near side. It's the short side. Montanari and Snyder next to.
Keeper again by Shorman, and it's got brought down.
I think he might have been able. That might have been a pitch play there where he's supposed to read that.
Almont sniffs that out.
Yeah.
Loss on the play of 1. Bring up third and a short 3, long 2 from the 34. See what he has dialed up here. Wouldn't be surprised to see him flip his receivers and have the Shorman to Shorman on this side, whether it be a fade or an out route or a short post corner.
We got to gain the 41 and a half for first down here.
So here we have Shorman is near side. He's got it open.
Delore, great catch. Came back to the ball.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. His route was about 15 yards, and he caught it at about 12 coming back. Nice play.
That's a very hard route to defend when you run it that well.
Yes, it is, because as you're angling back to the ball, it's harder for you to take that angle to get in front to defend.
That defender was on his back hip, but with no angle to stop that pass, if it's a good pass, and it was.
Yes, it was.
That's a big first down right there.
Yes, it is, because they just scored and got a little bit of momentum, and you're like, okay, we're not going away right away.
Right.
So here we have Shorman near side. He's the only one flanked left. Twins to Shorman's right.
Here he comes.
Gives him the fake. Shorman has gain of about 3. We'll give him 3. Bring up 2nd and 7. Long 7.
Boy, it's hard to give credit to those defenders on the far side over there. It's just one big blob of linemen getting up and linebackers.
Yeah, and the shadows on the field and a little bit of mist going.
8:40 to go here. 10-7, Richmond Blue Devils. Almont.
8:37. Second quarter. Almost an even game score-wise, but I'd give the time of possession definitely to the Blue Devils. Their
definitely.
Third possession here. Almont is 1 for 2. So far, the Blue Devils 2 for 2. Shorman near side. Montanari and Snyder.
Step up.
There's the step and go. He's got him.
Oh, he got hit. He got hit letting ball go. He didn't get rid of it early enough.
Yeah, he did. And the cornerback fell. He bit on that slant, lost his footing. See, that's what's so dangerous about that, and we've said about how many times they've done that in the backyard coming up playing football, but that slant is there.
Yep.
And so as a corner, you're one-on-one.
Yeah.
You got to try to stop that. You bite on it to stop it because he can score that. You know, he gets it there and Seam gets upfield. And if you bite on it, then he's got you over the top. We will definitely see that play again.
Yeah, they'll come back to that.
Be interesting to see if he ever runs that to tonight. He's saving it maybe to Dolores' side because it's been Shorman to Shorman pretty much.
Yeah.
Trips near side.
Another big down. Big third down here.
Bartolomucci.
Oh,
that's interference.
There you go. Throw the flag.
There it is.
Everybody had it.
Yeah.
Everybody but the back judge.
Yeah. Everybody but the guy that should be throwing it.
Yeah.
That's a nice call. He was on his back, and the replay will show that his left hand, as he was trying to reach around front,
Was on his back. Yeah, had him.
They won't call that usually if they don't hook you, but as Snyder was going up, you could see him going sideways.
And good on those officials. There was no hesitation.
Yep.
Both guys reached for the flag and threw it right away.
And and we were like, well, the bad guy should have called it, but there was 3 receivers in the run.
Yeah,
which one was he watching?
Exactly right. Richmond sending 4 guys straight at him.
Nice play.
Trips to the top this time.
Yep. Shorman still here with Montanari to the left. Snyder in motion, gives it to him. Inside handoff.
Great job by that end.
Yes.
Not a very good block on the Richmond side there, but
32 and 26, 32 in Panduran.
that's your defensive end. You can't. Yeah, someone has to block the defensive end.
Yeah, you got to pin him in or push him out and make it so that your back can cut up. Loss of 5, 2nd and 15. Big play for the Raiders. But the Blue Devils can definitely make that up. Like you said, that last third down was 3rd and 8.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised to catch a little 5-yard hitch somewhere just to get some positive yards going forward. Something in the flat. Quarterback draw. Still going.
Nice play.
That's a great play.
He's going to be short, but he gains 10, 11 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Well, that's going to put you in 4-down territory here, right? You get 2 plays to get 3 yards.
Almost a hold in there.
No.
It was close.
The receiver, Shorman, let go just in time.
And I was talking on the interior.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Gracchiola or Schweiger.
Okay.
One of the two. It was about 5 yards downfield. The linebacker came and he kind of turned him, and it wasn't a holding, but you see him call it a lot. It's also like sometimes when you pancake a guy, that I don't understand when you pancake a guy and you fall on him. Some officials will call that holding.
Yeah.
Nice play though. Good time to call it too. Quarterback draw. I haven't seen that yet this year. Snyder and Montanari to his right.
Got him in the flat. Oh, he missed him.
Yep.
He's got to get that ball down. Gosh darn it.
Yep, he had him.
I bet you he wishes he had that one back, man. He's going to watch the tape and not be happy with that one because that's wide open. And it's a pitch and catch at that point.
Yes, it is.
Gosh darn it.
Well, here we have a 4th and 3. Not really a tough decision. See here. The guys next to us from Thumb Tailgater were saying, unless you have Prater, you go for it. And I was just trying to look to see how many yard field goal it would be.
50.
It'd be about a 50.
Yeah, I don't think Forshafe has enough leg for that.
Bartolomucci leaves. It's going to be
quarterback
the
draw to
play.
this.
There's the hold. It's coming back. He's going to call it holding. It is a hold. He calls it. That was similar to that last play.
Terrible time for that.
Yep. Well, that play right there shows you some of the athleticism of Almont because that he gained about 4 or 5 yards, but it looked like he was going to get 20.
Yep.
And that's a spot foul, so that's going to be
about 4th and 12 now from the 45, maybe somewhere in there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Shorman punt from the shotgun position here.
3-yard line of Almont. The 4th down and about 14.
So here we go. He's a little bit further, and you got your gunners out there. He's going to punt this. Pooch's punt.
Need a roll.
Let's see. It lands.
That's a good one.
Right there at about the 3-yard line.
That's awesome.
And I don't think it touched Zach Shorman.
Oh boy, it looked like he might have touched it around the 8-yard line there.
Yeah, get away from it. Don't touch it. But excellent play. Nice job there by Shorman. We have 5:41, 10-7 Blue Devils.
Luke Davis checking out of the game.
The Raiders.
Halligan checking in for him.
Raiders deferred. Will get the ball to start the second. So here we go. It's 5:41 on their own third. Nothing better than a fumble here. Quarterback exchange problem. Yep, he just got himself some yards. And it's going to be 1st and 5 from the 8. Yeah, that's got to be a little more discipline in that. So the Raiders, and that wind's picking up, Coach.
It is.
It was blowing a little bit earlier. Flag was draping a little bit, and you could feel it when you're out here in the top of the stands. But that flag is definitely moving now. So double tight T formation. It's going to be some student body right or left.
All the way. There's Wes Peters cleaning up the middle.
Fill.
That's all right. Good fill.
He's going to be short. It's going to be 2nd and about 3.
Almont's running back number 5 comes up limping. He's struggling on that left leg right now.
Yes, he is.
You know, that play is important. Oh, referee timeout for injury. But they're gonna wind the clock here once he gets off the field.
Yeah. He's.
Here we go.
Yeah, he.
That play is important because it's not a first down, doesn't stop the clock. You know, if it's in Richmond's favor, right? 5 minutes, Almont's got to go 90 yards, but you want to keep them from stopping the clock with first downs.
Yes, you do. It's hard to go 90 yards, plus it's also hard to go 90 in probably the amount of time, barring any big play. Hellebuck has his team up. He's going to throw it out of there.
Pass. Right down the middle.
Ooh, good defense.
Schneider was guarding 2 people out there.
Yes, he was. Might have been a blown coverage. Look at Peters is all the way back here, too. And Ball's asking, Jacob Ball's asking, he's like hitting his chest like me.
Yeah. He must be responsible for that tight end releasing off his side. Well, big play here. 3rd down, right?
Yes.
You got to watch the ball. You can't jump here and give him a free first down. At least make him earn it, because if you hold him here, get the ball back with decent field position.
Right. Yeah, because that would be way too gutsy to go for it there.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised to see them not go student body this side. Well, they're not lined up in that way, but they could give it to the wing.
Yeah.
This is traditional double tight wing
Here you
motion.
go.
Here it is. Quarterback leading it.
Got him. Great job. Great job. Nice read on the corner there. And again, I'm going to tell you, it was Bartolomucci who had that read and got upfield. Jake Ball cleaning up over there with Schweiger and Snyder. Awesome.
And probably loss of a yard or 2 on it. Big play. And now you want Schneider to catch this, and he can
take it to the house. Listen, do not jump. Right?
Yeah.
We're not rushing the punt. We don't need a block punt.
Exactly.
Let him kick it away, because last time he kicked it, it went out of bounds, 20 yards down the field.
Right. And look how Snyder's lining up over that way a little bit. So definitely watch the ball. Like you said, this is a safe punt.
This is safe. Stay where you are. Stand up. Block the guy in front of you.
Blue Devils with 4:01 and counting. And the wind's going against them.
All right. Clean snap.
High kick.
Snyder's going to catch it, though. I'm going to tell you. He's still going. Inside the 40. Here we go.
Inside the 40. And this is you're like, okay, that's a 5-yard gain. What's the big deal? He doesn't catch that ball.
It could bounce 10 yards, 15 yards further downfield.
Yeah, so he just saved his team gaining that 5, easily 20, 25 yards.
Yes.
Big play, and then he made 2 guys miss. And that second guy was a tough one because as soon as he made the first one miss, that immediate hit, sometimes you get loose with the ball. Great job hanging on.
It's probably nice for Coach Coker to have a guy back there he can trust to catch the ball. Snyder, obviously, through the year, we know he can catch it. He's got good hands. He's a receiver. So
Let's
go.
Zach near side. Shorman, little offset eye. Drops back to pass. He's going to
He's got Snyder in the flat, wide open. He's got, just tripped up. You know,
I would talk to Snyder, though, about how he just said first down. You don't want an unsportsmanlike here.
No, I think he was just excited to get up and say first. I don't think it was a taunt in any way. I think he just said, yeah, we got the first down, boys, let's go. But, yeah, you're right. Some people could misconstrue that.
So 1st and 10 from the 26. Blue Devils move, and they do not need to be in a hurry.
Correct. This is the part of the field here where the defense kind of scrunches out, right? The field gets short, but Snyder and Shorman and even Delore will run right by you on a streak.
Yes, in the post corner. It's tough to defend those athletes.
So look at how Shorman is tight to the line of scrimmage here, which leaves the whole bottom part of that field wide open to him.
And he rolls this way. Shorman, he throws it up.
Snyder. Oh, good try.
Almost a little more air under it, but still a nice throw.
Look like defending back there.
And that just keeps your corners honest. 2nd down and 10, 2 and 58. Now you don't want to.
I think a first down here is just perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Get the first down.
Yeah, you don't want to have a pick six or scoop and score here. Take care of the ball.
Tight end drag. We haven't seen that in about 2 or 3 weeks, and usually it's Bartolomucci. This time it could be Ball, but whoever comes out in that kind of slot there over there kind of drags around the bot in front of the linebackers.
Other thing too is maybe a screen to fullback screen to Montanari.
Here's quarterback. He didn't go anywhere.
Now if he's going to lose maybe 1, be 3rd and 11, 12 maybe. Blue Devils or the Raiders have been able to answer that play so far.
It's going to be 3 and about 12. Ball being spotted at the 28-yard line.
Be 3rd, and just like you said in the last drive, here you don't need a lot. Still a little bit out of field goal range.
You probably get 6-7 yards here if nothing else, so you have a manageable 4th down, and you're still running clock.
Exactly.
But it'd be nice to get a score here for Richmond, because Almont gets the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, you want to put pressure on them.
A 2-score cushion, so to speak, would be a lot better than a 3-point.
So Montanari to Shorman's right.
Delore, top of the screen.
That's
yeah. They held him up. I don't know what that back judge is looking at. There's only one receiver in the whole route.
Looks like number 3, Wiegand.
Wow.
Pass goes incomplete.
Clearly got
Clearly held him.
Well, it's 4th and 12.
Yeah, they're going to go for it.
Definitely going to go for it here. They need about 12 or a automatic first down penalty. That was
yeah, that one hurt. The back judge missing that one's going to hurt a little bit.
Yeah, because that's what you said too. It's a little hitch and go, and he's trying to get around them. Snyder and Montanari to the right and left of Shorman. Here's the blitz, picked up nice.
Got him. He didn't throw it.
Well, that's a situation you say to your quarterback, throw the ball.
Get rid of the ball.
If it's intercepted, so what?
Yep.
Ball's going to be spotted back here at about the 30.
Shorman getting up. Got hit pretty hard on that play, but that's where you say throw it.
Yeah, throw the ball.
So what if it's intercepted? So now the Raiders take over with enough time with 1:49 at their own 37. You want no receivers getting behind you. Read your keys.
A tackle in front of the sticks inbounds here would be huge for Richmond. Pitch.
That same
Got him
sweep.
again. They're good. They got him. He's down. 5-yard gain, but clock's running.
Gain about 5. Coker came over to Shorman, make sure he's okay. He not only did he say, "Are you okay?" but throw that.
Throw it, exactly. Almont seems content to still run to the sideline, get their play, and huddle up.
Yeah, if you're Almont, I'm not sure you've been, down yet a half. Still, a minute and 18 to go.
You got to watch the tight end releasing here. Read your keys, but get a little deeper if you're Shorman. There's Bartolomucci backing up. Great job. Pass. Yep. Nice job by the defense. Reagan Rewald over there chasing him down from his linebacker position.
Yep. Nice job. 1:05 to go. 3rd and 6.
Richmond, if Richmond gets the ball back, they'll take their shot.
Yes, they will.
With 20 seconds left, 40 seconds, they don't care. Just give us the ball.
They haven't used a timeout yet either, right?
They haven't.
I'm not sure if either team. I think maybe Almont won.
Mm-hmm.
When they were driving on that drive, I think Almont called one timeout. Stop him here, and then he also got the ever dangerous Snyder back for a punt. Let's get him here, though, to stop.
Pass again.
Pass.
Oh. Threw short. No timeout used either.
No timeout used later. Not a lot of time off the clock. 1 minute to go. Definitely punt. 4th and 6. It'd be nice to see trouble with a snap here.
Yeah. Is that a Michigan State reference?
Yes, it is. And the ball is free. So, Snyder, you tell him, if there's traffic there, fair catch it. We don't need you fumbling it.
Correct. It better be a clear catch opportunity. Otherwise, let it go. Or like you said, make sure you catch it.
So here we go.
Don't jump.
Kicking into that wind. We're going to have a timeout here, Almont.
Yeah. I think that helps Richmond, too. Get set. Make sure your instructions to the defense and your receiver are clear.
I'm just looking over here at that Dan McKernan, number 51, big fella.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have a game of a lifetime last week? And reading the papers, you'll never know it.
Nope.
But he single-handedly frustrated and allowed our linebackers to wreak havoc. And he also had how many of his own tackles?
Oh, goodness.
Taking on double teams.
How many times did he take that center or that guard and just push him in the backfield? He did not allow North Branch to run anything up the middle. And I thought we called his name a lot for a lineman, but we probably didn't call it enough.
You're right. Snyder getting back, 4th and 6. Watch the ball if you're the Blue Devils.
Mm-hmm.
When you get the ball back, there's plenty of time left for 3 times. Jeez. Still going to be short.
Yeah, they're still going to be short.
But
now they're going for it.
Now they might go for it. I sure wouldn't.
They're going to go hard count again.
He's going to give it to him.
No, it's not a first down.
He just called it a first down.
It's not a first down. It's not a first down. It's a yard short.
Oh, my goodness. They don't measure that? Wow.
You got 2 guys on defense that just lost their discipline, forgot what they were doing out there.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
You don't want to be in the film room when we look at this on Monday.
No, you
Gosh
don't.
darn it.
I'm not so sure if something bad happens here, you want to be in that.
Yeah. And again, it's one of those, let them do whatever they want. Just stand up. Oh,
Here
shotgun.
Go, twins left and twins right. Shotgun, a little out of the comfort zone. Thought that might have been
In the
a false
flat.
start. Throws it
boy.
up.
Shorman's got it. Oh,
He caught
terrible.
And that pass is complete out there on a nice catch by Chapman.
That's where one guy went up and wanted it more than the other guy. A little bit more physical, I think.
Yes, that's. Yeah, he didn't high point that one.
No. The Almont receiver just a little bit more physical and had the strength to go catch the ball.
He's not. Now he's waiting for the chains. All right, just stay consistent.
Yep.
So here we go. Almont with a big play, 40 seconds and counting. That's
They're
a
going to
false.
pass again. Yeah.
Chapman out of bounds at the 10. He's got 1 yard to get a first.
About the 9-10 yard line.
They score here, and then those two linemen that jumped are going to get an earful.
Yes, they are.
Because as a lineman, how often do you block a punt?
Not very often, do you? Like we said earlier on the first punt, just stand up and do your job. There's no need to rush that punt. Just stand there.
34 seconds. Hellebuck looks. Nice block there. Is that Gracchiola or Schweiger?
I think it was Schweiger over there.
Schweiger, nice job bringing up third and 2. 30 seconds.
Bet you Almont goes back to the run here. They got 2 timeouts left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe, no, they called one time. I think they got one
left, yeah.
I think. You got the old student body right here. Because we're the wide side.
Yeah.
See him do that. It hasn't worked, but he's still in the shotgun. Flanker split way right. 3-step drop.
Oh, good blocking.
He's looking.
Intercepted. Intercepted by Richmond. That's huge.
And their coach is upset.
That's huge. Jake Ball with the pick.
Nice play.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Richmond take a shot here. I know it's 80 yards, but
yeah, maybe one.
Maybe
least,
one.
Right?
Just somewhere in the middle of the field, something deep. Schneider trying to race past people.
Big interception,
Ooh.
23 to go. I'm surprised they didn't run there.
I really thought it was a run. Their bread and butter, you know?
You know, you could run it, get the first down and spike it.
Yeah.
You know,
or you call your
save one
timeout. Yeah, or save it. Yeah.
Or call your timeout and then run your next plays to spike it.
First and goal from the 10 is a lot better than what they're looking at right now. We're under center.
Yeah,
no.
It's under center. It looks like he might probably take a knee.
Here he is. Okay.
And he does.
Looks like we're taking a knee.
Yeah. 15 seconds and counting. Blue Devils 10, Almont 7. Blue Devils came out to a 10-0 lead, scoring on their first 2 possessions. Almont scored on their second possession.
Yes.
And there's been nothing since. Keith Bartels, Scott Simmons bringing you Richmond Varsity Football BWAC Championship on the line. Tristan Dooley and Tyler Blish on camera. We will be back after this.
What a great first half.
Excellent first half.
Good evening and welcome to Richmond High School for tonight's halftime performance. Taking the field is the 2019-2020 Richmond High School Marching Band. Under the direction of Molly Shack and led by drum major senior Bryce Germain and sophomore Emma Milbrand. Color guard captains are juniors Sarah Gasco and Julie Rock. We would like to take a moment and recognize our departing senior class and thank them for their hard work and the dedication throughout the years. Audience, please hold your applause until the end. The seniors are Aaron Collins, Sophia Collins, Morgan DeKaiser, Bryce Germain, Callie Grabowski, Alexis Henry, Allison Ingman, Olivia Cole, Nathan Ryan, Aaron Schmidt, and Ariana Spear. Please give these seniors a big round of applause. Congratulations to the class of 2020 on your fine accomplishments over the past 4 years. Drum major, is your band ready? You may take the field for tonight's performances. On the 5th day of August, in an early year of a decade not too long before your own, a band started practicing music, some of the most unforgettable musicals of all time. The Richmond Marching Band performed their halftime show beginning with Little Shop of Horrors in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely places. Les Miserables is a French historical novel by Victor Hugo. First published in 1862 and is considered one of the great novels of the 19th century. The original French musical premiered in Paris in 1980 and its English language adaptation on Broadway in 1986. The Richmond Marching Band brings you the I Dreamed a Dream featuring trumpet soloist Junior Samantha Gall and Senior Kaylee Grabowski. Mamma Mia is a jukebox musical based on the songs of ABBA. Groove with us to one of ABBA's greatest hits, Dancing Queen. Phantom of the Opera is a musical based on the 1909 French novel. Andrew Lloyd Webber set this haunting story to music that has captured the emotions and minds of audiences. We conclude our performance with the powerful Phantom of the Opera featuring senior color guard soloist Morgan de Kaiser. Let's hear it one more time for the Richmond Marching Band and the 2020 senior class for a memorable 4 years in the high school marching band. Best of luck to the Richmond Band as they participate in their District Marching Band Festival on Tuesday.
For Shave, kicking. Cannot see the numbers of the Almont players deep. Here we go, start second half. Good kick, down to the 5. Oh, he stepped on the goal line. Stepped on the goal line. So they're going to mark the ball out at the 20, I believe. Keith's having technical difficulties up here in the booth, folks. There you go.
All right.
You're whack.
I'm back.
So I'm going to tell you what happened. Richmond kicked off.
I saw that. Do you think that ball broke the plane?
The ball did not break the plane, but the runner's foot touched the goal line. And that's
matter.
when they waved the play dead.
I don't think that matters, but it's been a decent officiated game, so.
Other than the back judge missing a pass interference call.
Yes.
Here we go. Set up the running play.
There they go wide again. Oh, there he is.
To the left side, a big run down the left, down the sideline. Ronnie brought down.
Schneider's speed catches him, but not before he gets about 30 yards.
Yeah, big play. We've been vulnerable on a few of
38,
those
39-yard run.
outside student body tight plays first half. A couple times ran out of room and a couple times slipped.
That's an Almont staple right there, and they sealed the edge, had a lead block, and took it down the sidelines. If it weren't for Schneider and his speed, it would have been 6.
Yeah, he saved a touchdown there. 10-7 Blue Devils. Almont driving, opening second half.
Here we go
Student
wide
body
again.
near side. They probably said at halftime.
This is what we're going to do.
Snyder gets him as well as Peters.
Mason Smith again.
Well, I thought that first half, and it's easy to say this now, but I thought that first half they went away from that student body right and student body left. And first 2 plays here, taking advantage of that outside.
And Cracchiolo is not out there on defense to start the second half. He's limping on the sidelines inside. He's up the middle. Boy.
Bartolomucci steps in there, but number 2 lowers the shoulder. He's fired up. Almont's fired up. Ligajure. Third play, starting at their own 20. They're at the Blue Devils 7. First and goal, 3 plays. See what they have here. Blue Devils need a big stop. Student body right.
Got him inside there.
Nice play.
Yeah, loss of about 1.5 yards.
Nice job there.
64, Luke Davis had the penetration on that play, Coach.
Yeah, and at Lujue there might have cut that up too early.
Yeah, a little more patience. He might have had a little seam to get through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He cut that up into the pursuit. He strings that out a little more. He might have gotten that corner.
Yeah.
Big play though, loss of 2. Second and goal from the 9. Impressive so far for the Raiders second half. Wing right, 2 backs behind Helbuck.
Pass.
He's rolling
It's
right.
a pass. He's wide open in the flat. No one's over there at all. No one over there whatsoever.
Touchdown pass. Hellebuck to 2, I believe. Lujuare, 9:41 or 9:45, third quarter. Big answer right off the halftime. If you're the Almont faithful, you have to like the adjustments on that drive.
Yeah.
5 plays, 80 yards.
They picked on the sophomore linebacker, Reagan Rewalt, over there. Reagan kind of got caught in no man's land. Wasn't rushing, wasn't stopping the run, and certainly didn't see his guy fall out in the flat on him. Sneak behind him there. It's a learning thing.
Yep, here's the kick.
It's a big kick here.
Hellenbuck to hold. Last one wasn't pretty, but it was down the middle. And another one that's just snuck in. This one was short, lower, laser shot. Almont, excellent start to a second half. Almont 14, Blue Devils 10. Blue Devils scoring is not done yet tonight. They will definitely answer here. Gracchiola is on that sidelines, limping a little bit. See if he can go the second half. That'll be big if he can't. Blue Devils already down. Davenport and several others. Davalier, Renna. Need all hands on deck.
Yeah, those are some significant players. At least guys that have seen a lot of time this year. Let's put it that way.
Yes. Snyder and ball back. Almont has a nice crowd here tonight. Traveled well. That's what happens when you're 6-0. 54 to kick. Squibber. That high one again. Fielded, fumbled.
Oh, he dropped the ball.
It looks like he ran into friendly fire there too. That's not good.
No, I cannot figure out who on the Richmond team is turning around and running backwards at that point.
Yeah,
we'd have to watch the tape, but you should be blocking a guy in front of you, not turning around and running into your own guy.
Right, because the ball's past you.
Yeah, the
guy
ball's
behind you. That's his responsibility.
Yeah. Yep. Ran right into his own guy and caused a fumble.
Blue Devil defense needs to respond. If they don't respond here, it's going to be an uphill battle. It'll be down 11. Great field position. Almont wants to punch it in and make a statement here in the second half.
Here they go wide again.
Nice job by Bartolomucci.
Yes.
Didn't make the tackle, but he got out there to force it back up.
Brought down about this 31-yard line.
So Davis running off. See what happens. Can't believe Davis is already a senior. Seems like just yesterday he was a freshman on varsity.
Yeah.
Good athlete, heck of a wrestler. Playing with one arm, other one cast. So 2nd and 6 from about the 30. Traditional double tight T. Off tackle.
Inside, he's gone. Nope.
He gains about 7-8 yards. Being methodical here. 8:50 to go. The referee, this is funny, he's cranking the clock well before it's set up, but end of the first there, no damage was done, but then he decided to wait for the change to be set. Here we go. Traditional wing T here. Motion.
Oh, there's your pitch.
Toss to 21. He's got touchdown saving tackle there by, can't see his number. Good for a first down. I think it was Bartolomucci. See, look at it. He's winding it. And now you're the Blue Devils. You don't want to wind in it. Time not a factor yet, but it will be.
It's about to be.
T formation, wing right. Hellebeck, same play.
Quarterback keeper.
Student body right, into the end zone, untouched. This is a disastrous start, second half here for the Blue Devils. You needed to play perfect, and gave up a couple big plays on that opening drive, and then you fumbled the kickoff.
Yes. Didn't take him very long, about a minute and 40-some seconds to score.
Digging yourself a hole here with 7:52 to go. Almont up 10. Blue Water Area Conference Championship on the line, barring a miracle next week of one of these two teams losing. Outright championship should be decided tonight. Kick is up, and it is good. Probably his best kick of the night. That's some motivation there. Some momentum kicking on that one. His best one of the night. Raiders 21, Blue Devils 10. It's 21 unanswered for the Blue Devils after starting off 10-0. And the rain starting to come down again, and that plays into Almont's favor. We mentioned at the beginning of the game, ugly weather favors Almont. The more of a running team, the Blue Devils need a dry field, that passing game. Shorman to Shorman and Snyder and Delore. See if they can keep it going. I believe it's important for the Blue Devils to answer in this next 7:52 to make it a one-score game in the fourth. Weather like this, anything can happen. 54 to kick. Hunsaker. Another squib right to number 4, Bernil. This one, they do a nice job of wrapping up. There's Connor Gracchiola running out there, hobbling. Going to give it a go, try to make this a game. I think at some point, if this was 7:52, down 2 scores in the fourth, you probably save them to get them healthy for the playoffs, because we could end up playing the same team in the playoffs.
Right.
You know, I was talking with Coker the other day, and it could be Marine City, Almont, us, potentially a team from Detroit.
There's Montanari straight ahead running.
Nice run, gain of 6, second and 4, but he's thinking Marine City, Richmond, Almont, and whether they pull a team like a Frankenmuth, move them this way, or whether they take one of those northeastern Detroit teams and put them up this way.
Yeah.
Could even be a Clintondale if they get 6. Get
Sure.
in. They're about the same population-wise. So, so we have Twins near side, Snyder in the slot, Delore far side, Shorman inside handoff.
Here we
Nice
go.
run.
Pounding the ball down. That's a first down.
That is a first down. It'd be nice to see 2 plays first down. And this is where the Blue Devils are going to set those up for some big plays. Anytime you give it to Montanari, he can go 80. He's fast. Has been an excellent first 2 quarters. A little disappointing the first 6 minutes here, the second half. Credit Almont. Making some halftime plays, not panicking, and then a sloppy turnover. See if any more of those happen as this rain comes down.
There he goes again up the middle, 6-7 yards. Hey, Richmond's trying to make a statement themselves here.
Yes, they are. Gain of 5, 6 yards, 2nd and 4 from the 48.5, right in front of us. In case you're wondering where we sit, our view is your view right now. Straight on, perfect view, that's where we're at. You see that kid in the yellow down there on the sidelines, that's straight in front of Scott. And I'm right at the 50. And the rain is coming down heavy. Shorman takes it. Nice job moving forward for a gain of about 2 to bring up 3rd and 3.
You can see that kid in the yellow running on and off on and off the field with the ball. Richmond's now got that kid. That kid's going to do 100 sprints tonight because they're putting a dry ball in play every down now.
It is coming down. Look at the Blue Devil fans that are umbrella-less.
Straight ahead. Nope. Quarterback kept it.
He's got it. Oh, nice hit.
Good tackle by Chapman.
Almost a crown. Lowered that helmet a little bit there. Had that call last week. That rain is coming down. Wind is picking up. So it's 1st and 10. Blue Devils from the 39. Be nice to drive this all the way down and go up, or make it 21-17.
Could be 21-18.
Shorman, Montanari to his right. gives it to him. Off tackle.
Yeah.
Montanari
A little extra there by 33.
number 33, Jackson.
Jackson, nice tackle. Gain of 1.
2 and 9.
Going to set up a play. Maybe Shorman keeps it and goes off to the right.
Derek Snyder is in the game. We haven't called his name.
See what they have here. You're in 4-down territory now with 4:25 to go.
Something in the flat again. We've seen that open all game.
Be interesting to see if they run the old Montanari screen,
Yeah.
or in the last couple times down here they did the quarterback draw.
There you go.
Oh, that's Holden.
Got him.
He's got to throw it up.
And he had it for Holden.
Yep. Pass interference too.
Double pass interference. That should be
Yeah.
15 and another 15.
Well, you got a holding here, and
Yeah.
then pass interference is going to come with the 15-yarder, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Blue Devils at about the 15. It'll be a 15-yarder
There's your
holding.
holding.
There's a decline.
Decline.
Yep, you're right. Good call.
15 yards. We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Pass interference is accepted.
And nice poise there by Shorman not to panic. He got outside a little bit, saw him get it.
15-yard walk-off takes the ball down.
Well, you could see that the weather affected that. You know, it came out of his hand a little squirrely, kind of, you know, like a duck. But, you know, that's the wet ball right there, right?
Yeah. Ducks like the water.
That's right.
But, yeah, you're absolutely right. He normally throws a nice tight spiral, and unless he's hit or it's in rain, that'll happen. Shorman with twins to his right. Montanari gives to him.
Still
nice.
up the middle hard. There you go.
Montanari with their hand up, getting it down inside the 20. to a
Gain of maybe 3, bring up 2nd and 7. Look at that flag. It's blowing pretty good.
Yeah. Not what we wanted to see. We were hoping that would hold off for about another hour and a half, maybe.
Be 2nd and 7 at about the 19. That
Problem here is you got to score with the win because Richmond still, even with the score, will be trailing, and then you got to go into the win in the 4th quarter.
Montanari to Shorman's right. He rolls back. He's got him wide open. Oh, nice block at the last minute.
He didn't give it to him early enough. That
No.
ball just floated in the air.
And then a lucky play there. He put his arm
Yeah.
out there. And
Yeah, but that's, I think, one of those throws you got to lead again to the pylon, right?
Yep.
The only guy who can catch it is your guy, and that ball's underthrown there. Again, I think the ball's wet.
yeah, he turns around there. He might have an interception.
Yeah.
Lucky enough, I think, just to get his arm up there. So 3rd and 7 from the 19. Definitely 4-down territory. Field goal would make it a 1-possession game. In these conditions, probably tough.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a snap.
Inside.
There he is. Nope.
Play action. Throws it up to the left and he just
Miskin.
and hit at the end of that play. Shorman is slow to get up.
No, he's.
After getting
Shorman's
hit by
pass goes
Lee
incomplete.
Cruz at the end of that
I don't know what's. There's no flag.
No flag for late hit, even though
play. He is not being called.
he hit pretty
And
well.
let's see here. If they stop this game for him, then he's
No.
got to be out. He's got to come out
They
of
did
play.
not. Stopped because of incomplete pass.
Ball's coming in.
We will have a spine. Looks like that spine.
They had that play was designed to roll to his right and throw back to receiver who probably would have been dragging out of the lagging off of the line, and someone didn't get the memo.
Yeah, I think it was Shorman, his brother. There was definitely miscommunication on that call. Shorman, Montanari to his right.
Pass.
Ball. He's got him.
Play a pass. Open.
And Shorman dropped it.
Gotta
It was
put-
behind him,
yeah.
but he's got to catch it. Got to catch it. His hands.
Yeah. There is a flag.
Probably ineligible lineman downfield. Ineligible receiver downfield. Probably a lineman. Yeah, they're checking with Almont.
Yeah,
they're going to decline it.
Because that was a perfectly thrown pass.
Yeah, a little bit behind him.
He had his hands all over it.
Still got to catch the ball.
Yeah, you do. It's in your hands.
You got to catch it. Yeah, this is one of those games where if you're going to win, you make the plays. You know, if you don't make the plays, you're not going to win.
Yeah, you got to play well, and you can't. You got to seize every opportunity. You can't fumble on a kickoff,
Nope.
and you got to score in situations such as this.
Yeah. you can't mess up the plays when they're called. Obviously, you had a play call where a receiver is supposed to be in the flat over here, and no one got out there.
Yeah, this is an Almont team that has dome aspirations as the season goes on. And,
As well they should.
And if, so not taking anything away from them, but, the Blue Devils playing well to be here, but you gotta, you can't give them anything. Need a turnover here. 21.
Nah, they sealed the edge. Oh, they got a holding call on the edge over there.
It's a hold. Questionable. We'll take it. Probably had a little too much jersey. They get inside those shoulder pads there, and you try to get away, and they'll call that a lot. So we'll see.
Oh, that's a full 10 yards, I think,
that's
there.
That's a spot fall.
About first and 20. Wow, more than that. First and 22, 21.
Nice play. That helps with this wind. They're going to run it, get 9 in the box. There's that student body right. There's another hole.
Nice job with the tackle there.
Nice play, Schweiger.
Yeah. Jake Ball was in there as well.
This is it's not a cold night out there, and it's raining. These are the stuff that in a cold night, after you as a football player, you hate it and it's cold. But right now it's a little warm out there. These kids probably loving this.
There is a flag over there on the other side.
Dead ball
unsportsmanlike on there you go. We talked about that at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
that's awful.
You just stop them. They're at the 10-yard line.
And there's a couple guys in that Richmond D that like to chirp, and and they know who they are, but you're killing your team, man. And that's when you put yourself before the team, and that can't happen.
They called it an automatic first. I thought it should have been second down. That they're going to talk here. I don't believe that's an automatic first down. Yeah, I think it should be second in the box. See, we're waiting for the white hat to call it here. He called it.
Yep, second down.
He didn't even.
You had him at second and 20. Now you're second and 6 or second and 4. I'm sorry.
And now they're going to try to make it jump offside.
Inside.
Right up the middle, breaking a tackle.
Yeah.
Gain about 10 on that play.
And number 2,
Snyder.
With a handoff brought down, tripped up by Peters, number 16.
And Peters. Here comes Gracchiola.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line of Almont.
Blue Devils need a turnover. Need a stop. Blue Devils marched, answered. The 14 from Almont got down there to answer. Stalled. Motion away.
Oh, going wide.
That should be a hold.
That was a hold. They missed it.
Gained about 9 yards, 21.
Ball's going to be spotted at about the 43-yard line.
They get the clock going, be second and 2.
This is what Almont does to you, though. They just keep leaning on you, and eventually they're going to break one of these for another long run because they're wearing you down. And that leads to losing your discipline on defense. You miss your cues. And
unsportsmanlike.
Jumping
off sides. Motion near side, inside handoff. Good tackle there by Snyder.
Yeah. Momentum has definitely swung to Almont's side. The clock is running, and Almont would love nothing better than to grind one down there and maybe take another 5-6 minutes off the clock, punch it in the end zone, and
if they score, anything's possible. But if they score again here on this drive and milk some of the clock, it's decision time for Coker to, think about. You're already banged up. Saving some players for the last 2 games for the playoffs and hopefully getting our shot at these guys. Bartolomucci Brought down at about the 40. He's still in bounds. Maybe one more play here.
I don't think
They
they'll
don't
run
have
it.
to.
They don't have to.
Well, when they were looking like they were kind of down a little bit, he's
Ball's being spotted right at the
It'd be
40. So good
second
start.
and 1 from the 40.
Yeah, they're going to let that clock run. They're happy to go to the fourth quarter with the way things are.
Yes, they are. Well, it was 14-7, or it was 10-7 at halftime. And Almont, very nice drive. Drove down the field, scored, made it 14-10. Blue Devils didn't even get an offensive chance, fumbling out on the kickoff from that touchdown, making it 21-10. Blue Devils getting the ball, riding Montanari down the length of the field. Nice drive. And then, a couple misplays, a couple drops from making it a 21-17 game. 21-17, and you're a little more fired up than you are right now. Right now there's some hanging heads and some doubt. Blue Devils up 10-0. There was no doubt, and they had the momentum. They've lost that momentum.
Yeah.
Almont has it. Need a change. Something needs to happen here to change this game.
Turnover. Anything. And it's going to have to be the defense to do it.
Yes, it is. And that was the theme against Marysville in the opening game, the defense making plays. And
2 takeaways in the first 3 possessions.
yes, and then last week, beating a very good North Branch team, only giving up 7.
2-1 Almont as he starts.
So Hellebuck double tight. That's going to be he's going to call that illegal motion. I thought they've been doing it a lot.
Handoff goes to the running back up there.
It's going to be false start.
On the play.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 7. That's the right call. Almont's probably not real happy right now, but it clearly was.
almost to the point where the lights couldn't pick it up anymore. And, we almost lost
He
sight.
just marked that off
4
4
yards.
yards.
Huh. Make sure there's no mistake there.
Yeah, how he marked that off, and what's going to be funny now is if we jump, they'll give him a first down.
Right, exactly.
So 2nd and 7. Big penalty there. Traditional wing T right, wing right. Good pursuit.
Oh, he hit that hole fast.
Yes, he did. Their offense is going. They're churning.
Works his way up over the 40 to about the 37-yard line.
So our defensive ends are now doing a nice job of not letting them get outside. The problem is our backers and our support's not getting there.
The middle linebackers are having a hard time scraping off their blocks and pursuing or getting down the line and cutting that off.
Ball spotted at the Blue Devil 38-yard line.
And it's a big ask. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's a lot. That's a big task for those middle linebackers to scrape, and get out there to catch that speedy running back.
Wing single back motion near side, inside handoff.
That's a stuff.
Blue Devils
That's better.
stuff that up. That plays right into the hands of the Blue Devils
That's
there.
Cracchiolo McKernan. We haven't called his name enough. McKernan. 56 was Resk, I believe.
Number 79.
No gain on the play, maybe one. We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Ball spotted around the 37-yard
This second down right here is the big play. You want them to be 3rd and behind the,
3rd and 7 would be great.
Yep.
6 is okay, but
Wing left, wing formation, motion, toss sweep to the right.
quarterback is blocking. There you go. You got him. You got 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Gets it down to about the 36-yard line.
Maybe more?
No,
it's 3rd and 7.
As chippy as that game was last week, I've noticed a few times tonight that a couple times Almont's been on the ground, a couple times Blue Devils have been on the ground. Both teams helping each other up and patting each other on the back. That's, when you're fighting for a championship and you're getting hit and delivering hits, and so far, great sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Traditional wing single back behind Hellebuck. How many times are we going to get called?
There's just no discipline
tonight?
on that defensive line tonight. They're just struggling.
Offsides against the Blue Devils.
Just a big struggle.
I think this might be a first down.
The way he's been marking. It could still be 3rd and 7 the way he walks them off too, though.
So it's going to make it 2 yards to go. Remains 3rd down.
3rd and 3. It's really about probably 2.5. I'd run the same play.
Probably.
Get them to come off, jump off sides again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Yeah, this is 4 down territory here, right?
Yep. Traditional wing, single back motion, inside handoff to
There's
5.
your first down. Nope. 2. I think 2 got that carry.
2.
Hard to tell.
20-yard line before he's brought down by
Yep.
the Blue Devil
2.
defense led by Schneider, number 7. And it's enough for a Almont first
Gets it down to about the
20
20-yard line, be 1st and 10.
20-yard line.
Well, they score here with 8:53 to go. It'd be 28 unanswered. Blue Devils have their chances.
Absolutely. They've had their chances on both sides of the ball. And you know,
Mistakes.
they've had a lot of them tonight. Lucky to get away with them in the first half. The second half, they've been exposed. The mistakes have hurt them.
I thought that was another false start off to get. That left back started a little early. Davis running back in here. Hopefully he'll get that cast off here just before playoffs. Blue Devils at Emily City next week, hoping to have a couple of these injured guys back, and then at Emily City, and then finishing off the season at Ortonville Brandon. That'll be a tough game. It's a winnable game, but it'll be a tough game. We are under 8. Almont in no hurry. Not sure who they have next week. If they win tonight, Blue Devils are be praying for an upset for a co-championship. Inside handoff 2. Hard, maybe a yard on the play. Here's your 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Hard count? Probably. I mean, why not? It's worked every time so far this drive.
You know, the bad thing about that, though, is they've gotten the Blue Devils, 3-4 times tonight? Now you're on your heels.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Any short yardage game. Maybe they'll do a hard count and pull themselves off sides.
Maybe. It's still 4 down territory for Almont.
Yes, it is. There we go. Wing T with the slot. He's
Pass.
rolling right.
He's open. No, it's good coverage. Yeah, decent coverage. There's a fullback who was running underneath that route with his hands open going, I'm wide open. I don't know that he really was, but he thought he was.
Yeah, 4th and 7 from the 17. We'll see if they have, well, based on extra points,
Yeah.
they don't have a field goal kicker here.
This helps Richmond from the standpoint the clock finally has stopped.
You stop them here, watch the ball,
Exactly.
stop them here, score quick.
You never know.
You never know. You have your timeouts left.
Yeah. You also option of the onside kick, everything is in play. But you got to get a stop here. One at a time.
Traditional double wing, single back behind Hellebuck. He's doing it, the hard count. They're watching this time. Oh, that's a false start.
That's a false start. They moved.
Yeah, they missed it.
They moved.
Luckily, all the players stayed still and get it up because that would have been a start and only number 1.
Yeah, he moved. That right guard
Yes,
definitely
he did.
moved.
Waited to see what happened. All the other players stayed still. Because had any player got
Well,
up,
6:54 to go. Keith Bartell, Scott Simmons bringing you Richmond Varsity Football. Tristan Dooley and Tyler Blish on camera. Jason Robbins, our producer. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 YouTube, Comcast Channel 6, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Richmond versus Almont. Richmond,
You going to make it?
Yeah, that's my voice. Richmond, 21 wins, 13 losses. Almont wanting to make it a one-touchdown game with wins and losses. They want to make it 21-14 after tonight. And if they do hang on here, the Blue Devils will be watching to see if they can draw Almont in that first round. Would be a nice matchup.
Yeah.
And because if you have Marine City, who's undefeated, beating St. Clair tonight, getting a lot of points there, you'll have these guys that are undefeated. So there's your 1 and your 2.
Right.
And then you'd have Richmond, and then, you know, is it going to be a team from the Flint area or up from the Detroit area, Clintondale, like we talked about. But the Blue Devils will be healthy then. Wing formation, 2 to the right. He's rolling right.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a catch. And no, incomplete.
Incomplete pass. False start is the call. They threw a flag back here. That penalty is declined. Yep.
False start. Incomplete. So
Richmond's ball.
Richmond's going to have the ball on the 17-yard line. They're 6-48. You know, as long as they hurry up, you know, they don't have to panic here. They don't have to pass it to get all the way down there. They don't have to abandon their running game.
You need some urgency, though.
Yeah, they have to hurry up.
Yeah.
They can't be running back and forth.
No, got to have maybe 2 plays called at this point, just so you can go. Because like you said, you have 3 timeouts left. So if you can get your score, you can play, you know, defense and use your timeouts.
Shorman twins to the near side. Montanari to his right.
There's your flat.
Get out of bounds.
Yep, get out of bounds. Yep.
The faithful here wanted a flag. I just think that was a continuation of the play.
Yeah, nothing dirty about that.
Now, if that third kid would have come in and hit him, that would have definitely been something. So
that's a nice play. That's 13 yards. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, and we just missed that on the touchdown.
We did.
You know, it was a little deeper than that, but it was still a miss. So
run the same play, the other side of the field here, maybe, because you have all that space.
Yeah, and that way he can turn upfield. 6-41, Delore near side.
Snyder's in the backfield.
Shorman takes a snap. He's throwing it.
And brought down.
No, he's not.
He escapes.
You know, I know Schneider's back there. He was supposed to help block, but all he did was play 2-hand touch and let the guy go by him. I think if they're watching film, he's not going to be very proud of that effort.
No.
I know. He got run over.
Also about 5 on the play, so it's going to make it 2.
And here's where you're 2nd and 15, maybe 16. Bartolucci coming out, ball in. This might be another one of those halfback passes. Ball, the backup quarterback. A lot of time.
Well, I think that play shocked him a little bit. The defensive line really shot through there for the Raiders.
Here we go. We have ball, the up back. Play fake.
Got caught. Nice pursuit by that linebacker on that end. I think it's probably a middle linebacker, and I can't tell a number. 55 maybe. Yeah, Jacob Hausman. Great job pursuing.
3rd and 13. Time
and now
becoming a factor.
There's just no urgency. You know, Shorman's been hit a lot today, and you can tell. I mean, it's been a long night for him, but you know, you're getting one play off every minute, 45 seconds, and when you're losing by 2 scores, that's not great.
Yeah, and you can see by his body language, he's going to be sore tomorrow. I'd have to take an ice bath.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to give him credit, though. He's gotten up every time, and he ran hard tonight.
For sure.
That rain coming down again, playing in the Almont's favor. We have trips near side.
Bad timing.
Montanari to Shorman's left. Whistles. What's the play?
Delay game on the offense. We just talked about how long it was taking them to get a play in, which is really weird given you're down 2 scores and there's less than 5 minutes left in the game. And we're still
Wow.
kind of jogging with no urgency, and now look at it.
It is coming down.
Yeah.
Shout out to Chris Reinhardt for hosting us here in Richmond.
We have
Classic games here.
4:35 to go.
4:35 to go here. Head coach Coker, the Richmond Blue Devils.
Blue Devils need a little luck here.
Yep.
Play a snap. Throws it up. Slippery ball. Just out of reach.
That was
Yeah, the elements are just not working in Richmond's favor right now. You know, wet ball, trying to throw the ball downfield, and
yeah. This is
less than ideal.
yeah. You're down 2 scores.
Yep.
Down 1 score, it'd be tough with these elements.
Mm-hmm.
We were hoping that it held off till the game was over.
Right.
But, you know, glad that it didn't come earlier, though.
Yeah, we were lucky.
We'll see what it is here. It's 4th and 18. You need a 4th and 18, a penalty.
We got Delora man-to-man here on the bottom of the screen.
Little fade route. Oh,
Boy. And that's it. He fell on it. So that's just Almont ball at the 5.
And the Almont Raiders will take over.
yeah, that falling on it there is almost.
Yeah.
I've been hit a lot.
Right.
Just falling.
Yeah, it is.
Picking this up, running for my life, and
Yeah.
taking another hit. 4 and 25, Almont. They are on the 6. I expect them to punch it in. No mercy. It's too early to take a knee because anything can happen, but no love loss.
No, I anticipate. If I'm Almont, I punch it in. You know,
Absolutely.
put the exclamation point on it.
Absolutely.
There he goes.
21 off tackle.
Inside. Yep, touchdown. So
Touchdown, 1 play.
you should see some subs, second stringers get some time here, you think, Coach?
Yeah, and I also want to rally my kids and say, you know, we played well.
Yep.
These guys have been killing everybody. We were up at halftime. We won the first half. Third quarter was disastrous.
Yep.
We didn't take advantage to make the plays we did. We beat ourselves with some lack of discipline and a fumble. Nothing to hang the heads about. Hope for some help next week, the backdoor championship.
Right.
But most importantly, in this next 4 and 14, get healthy.
Yes.
And don't get any more. Another.
Made it.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4.
Yeah.
28-10, 28 unanswered. I was wrong. I said earlier that I think the Blue Devils could get into a dogfight, scoring fest, and just wasn't in the cards tonight. Making some ill-advised drops, stalling our drives a couple times.
Turnovers hurt. 1 turnover, dropping that or fumbling the kickoff there, right?
Yeah, and then a couple turnovers on downs.
Given the amount of points Almont has put up this year, I would say your defensive effort was pretty good.
Yes, it was.
And you had a chance to be better than that.
Yeah, you don't fumble that second kickoff of the second half after they go up 14-10. You answer that in some way or another. You're probably looking at a 1-score game.
And we had we jumped off sides, and then worse than that on a 2nd and 22.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike.
And unsportsmanlike conduct. So mental mistakes, ego mistakes, whatever you want to call them.
And that unsportsmanlike conduct allowed them to switch the field.
Exactly right.
Another squib kick. Fielded.
The 33-yard line and down a lot
Bartolomucci.
Game got to about the 38, 39. Surprised there that he would be a little unsure of what to do.
I think after fumbling the last opportunity he had, he was going to make sure he secured the ball, but he looked like he said, okay, I'm going to take 5 extra yards, then go down.
Right. So we have 4:10 to go. Still raining. Not as bad.
We still got everybody in there.
We have Twins left. Handoff to 24.
That's Kevin McKernan.
Kevin McKernan, who's just coming back off an injury as well. Lower leg injury.
As soon as the running back went to hit it, linebackers right over and put a stop.
Gain of a yard on it. 2-9.
A lot of speed out there for Richmond Cheerleaders.
See here, 3 and 45. Blue Devils, no urgency, but definitely not quitting.
3:38 to go here.
Second 9 from their own 40. The interior of that field getting a little beat up here.
1 yard gain. Last play at the 40-yard line. Back to position and a false start on Richmond.
False start.
Boy, it is literally raining and pouring on them right now. They started out so
Moving
well.
the procedure against the Blue Devils, take it back 5 yards.
It's been a rough night for Connor.
Yeah, you know, he's
He got banged up early in the game.
yeah, limping and working his way out there. Tough kid.
2-14.
Dominated the second half.
It is a final Deckerville.
He
North here on 18.
always has that smile on his face. You know, he's
They still have some good
second and 14 from the 35. To be the final. It's hard to believe this is the 5th game this year here you and I have done, and it's the season finale.
Yeah,
Inside handoff, McKernan.
still going. Good job.
still on his feet.
Gain of about 5-6 yards. Nice hard run in there.
Led there by number 55, Hausman.
Pretty tough pound for pound. Not a big kid,
41-yard line. So it's 3rd down.
but they think that this senior class at Almont is the class that's supposed to make a run, and they're definitely a good team.
Toughest test that they had.
They don't have their age on here, but I know a lot of seniors. Their best running back, though, I was told, was a junior.
We do have Yo next week. You know, we had a great season, although we're leading against Almont.
Near side,
Back in position.
Twins.
Ten to go here. Richmond
There's that out route again, just off the fingertips of Snyder.
Fourth down.
8 seconds from the 2-minute warning. Just kidding. 2:08 to go, 4th. It's 4th and 8. Going to go for it again. And then I think you might see the Raiders take a knee or just running off tackle.
It's just been a really good, fun game to watch.
Well, they're both in the playoffs.
See Shorman,
All I do is something that can
what Coker has dialed up. Again, the main thing of the 2:08 left here is
whiskey knee injury.
no more injuries and get healthy come to playoffs.
28.
Yeah.
And come selection show on Fox Sports on that Sunday night, you know, the Raiders do not want the Blue Devils. I can guarantee you that.
Play action, throws it up, and
That's short.
complete.
He ran a 5-yard route when we needed 8.
Yep. Complete to Delore, short by about 3 or 4 yards. But if you're Almont, you don't want to drop Richmond.
No, it's a tough match.
It's a tough match, you know. Richmond will be healthy. No excuses. Almont's a good team.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So I'm not saying that, you know, the injuries would have made a difference, but you don't want to play a healthy, hungry team that has to avenge a loss
Yes.
and play somebody different. If it is that, because Blue Devils in the playoffs, Almont's in the playoffs, Marine City right down the road is going to be in the playoffs, so that's 3 probably for sure. Division 4 or 5, probably Division 5 would be my guess. T formation
Inside.
off tackle. Good hit there by Peters.
Wesley Peters.
He lit him up pretty good. He's just a sophomore.
Richmond's going to keep the timeouts in their pocket, looks like.
Yeah.
So clock's just going to run.
Hey, they just got to regroup. Tough loss. You wanted to win a championship, but you still can.
Yep.
You know, backdoor and get some help next week. You can still win a championship. Very tough to do. T formation, double tight.
125 and counting again.
And he's waiting for that count here, looking at the official. It's like the play clock in college and pro. Inside handoff from number 2.
Number 2's gone.
With a first down and more down the right
Bernil
sideline.
Nice
takes
job
him
by
down.
Brennan.
to about the 10-yard line, I'm going to be a betting man that they're going to try to punch it in.
Yeah, why not?
Now, I would not. If I was a coach, I would take a knee. You're at 18, the game's over. You don't have to, it's first down. And the reason I would take a knee is because what goes around comes around, number one. And number two is, you know, you wouldn't like it if someone was doing it to you.
Yeah, this looks like they might be taking the knee here, Coach. They did.
Good.
Yeah, that's a pretty good decision.
Yeah.
And you know, I know there's been some tough games, and these guys hit hard. Richmond hit hard, and there's years past where there's been, like you said, tight games, tough losses, and the urge might be there to stick one more on them, you know. But
yeah, but there's no better formation in football than
that's right.
Victory formation, and you know, taking a knee is also almost like I take mercy on you too.
That's right.
You know, so that's
right. That's going to do it. 40-second play clock. Game's over.
And here's some good sportsmanship right here with both teams. Good respect between those kids out there.
Yep.
You know, it was a battle, and they're talking to each other and hugging each other, and when all is said and done, that's pretty impressive. I mean,
that's pretty good.
That's pretty nice to see that. You know, we want to win a championship, and but seeing that right there is, you know, without an opponent that you respect, you know, then you don't have good rivalries. This is our last game of the year. Check us out on Richmond TV 12 YouTube, Comcast Channel 6. Blue Devils are at Imlay City next week. And then they finish up at Ortonville Brandon. They are now 6-1 on the year. Almont moves to 7-0. Tristan Dooley and Tyler Blish on camera. Jason Robbins, our producer. Keith Bartels, Coach Scott Simmons. It's been a great year. Don't know if we'll get a playoff game, and if we televise it or film it, that would be great.
It'd be wonderful.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
Right.
But, Coach,
fantastic year.
It was a great year, and I'm looking forward to year 2. It will be year 13 for me and year 2 for you.
There we go.
And maybe ESPN will come calling.
That's right.
Go Blue Devils.
Amen.